Hello, everyone. Welcome to Work and Wander, where career stories meet dream destinations. I am Jay Cocarulo.
And I'm Jessica Badlam.
Welcome to another fun podcast, Jessica. How have you been? What have you been up to? Anything fun?
Yes, actually, I have been super busy. We had our annual business unit meeting last week in one of my favorite cities, which I think has come up on the podcast a couple of
It
times.
has. It has.
We were in Nashville last week, and it was an incredible experience. Obviously, we were combined with another region in the company, the Peak team, and it was impactful meetings, obviously great fellowships, sharing best practices, really kind of diving into how to prepare for ultimate success in 2026, but a little bit of fun in there too. We got one of my favorite parts of the entire trip was they had set up a team outing, and we went to this really neat place, and they had custom cowboy hat designs set up for us. So everyone got to go in and pick a cowboy hat, got to design it with there was this, like, obviously people that do this for a living set up, and they were helping design your cowboy hats with different ribbons, feathers, cards, and then
Oh,
branding as well too. So we got to, like,
ooh, I do
you know
like
how
a
you
good branded thing.
yeah, of course you do. Of course you
Of
do.
course I
That's
do.
fitting. So we got to, like, brand our initials and different things onto the cowboy hats, and then everybody was taking pictures in them. So that was really fun. A really great touch. It was a way to celebrate 2025, but also bring everybody together to focus on 2026. Have you done anything fun like that?
Nothing like make a custom cowboy hat. I will tell you that. We had a wedding in South Florida over the weekend, and that was a good time down in the Fort Lauderdale area. Beautiful weather, beautiful wedding, outdoor venue. So that was a lot of fun as well. But yeah, let's get into the podcast today. We are joined by Tatum Diamond, who is the general manager at Marble Falls, one of our resorts in Texas. Tatum's journey through the company is a strong example of growth in action, from guest services supervisor to assistant GM across multiple markets, and now stepping into a role as general manager. We want to talk about her progression, the lessons she's learned along the way, and how she focuses on creating that exceptional guest experience that we all expect from our resorts. Welcome, Tatum, to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Awesome. We are excited to learn more about Marble Falls and your journey. And why don't we start there? You've had a successful journey through the company, from guest services supervisor and now to general manager. Can you sort of map it out for us?
Sure. Actually, I began my journey in Reno as a guest services associate in 2017. And so I did that for a few months. And then I had a great general manager there who saw me as a potential. And she was taking over the state line, the Tahoe um, area. And she asked me to come up there and be her guest services supervisor. So that's where I started there. And I was on the front line every day. It really reminded you how important the small details are, how each interaction can completely shape a guest experience. It taught me empathy, patience, and the value of leading by example. And then when I was promoted to the AGM role, it shifted my focus a little bit. I had to start thinking beyond individual moments and look at a bigger picture, operations, team development, and problem solving. Um, Before even it reached the guests, you don't want them to see any of that or hear any of that. It's where I was really began to understand how culture, communication, and accountability drive results for us as a company. Now, as a general manager, what stands out most is the responsibility and the opportunity. It's not about just supporting my vision, I'm helping set it. I get to build teams, mentor leaders, and create an environment where both guests and employees can thrive. Looking back, the growth wasn't just about the title, it was about my mindset, each step requiring me to think bigger, lead differently, and trust more. From focusing on task to team strategy, it's what's been most meaningful to me.
That's
Wow.
great.
I know.
That's quite a journey, and I love that it's been here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
Good, good. And it's obviously working out well for you. So, working in different markets, like you had mentioned, from State Line to San Antonio and now Marble Falls, has there been anything along the way at any particular location that you can remember that has helped shape you as a leader?
Starting with State Line, it was very much boots on the ground. My title was a guest services supervisor, but I did housekeeping and some maintenance, really whatever was needed. The experience taught me, the value of hard work, adaptability, understanding every part of the operation firsthand. And then moving to San Antonio helped shape me as a leader. There it was less about tasks and more about managing people and their personalities. Every department had its own manager and supervisor has what to eat with unique style. I took a little from each of them, learning what kind of leader I wanted to be. Someone who supports, inspires, and brings out the best in their team. And then now at Marble Falls, blend of both experiences. I'm still hands-on enough to understand daily operations, but I'm also leading, mentoring. It's still pretty new, but the combination is what makes the role exciting.
Perfect. No, I love how that you've picked up a little nuggets from
Yeah.
every place. And I should have started with this, but people probably don't know, like, where is Marble Falls?
That's a good question.
I
So
know.
it's about an hour north of San Antonio, the end of San Antonio. So for me, I do drive that every day,
Oh,
and um, but I like it. It doesn't bother me. I hate stop and go traffic, so the drive is beautiful. It's this property is big. It's 10 buildings. It's over the lake, and it has an incredible view. So yeah,
All right, there you go. So
Marble Falls. Put
put
it
it
on
Marble
on
the
the map.
map.
Falls. Put it
Yep.
on the map to visit.
Yes.
Beautiful, sweeping scenery. Um, Anything from like early on in gift services that you like sort of picked up that still influences or drives you today, right? That as you now become a GM of your own resort.
Yes. Interaction matters. Uh, when you are face to face with guests all day, you quickly realize that what feels routine to you may be a lifetime experience for them. The perspective taught me to slow down and really listen, lead with empathy. And now, as a general manager, I remind myself that the smallest details, tone, my body language, follow through can have a lasting impact. I also learned the importance of visibility as a supervisor. When I was present and engaged on the floor, the team performed better, and the guests felt more supported. Um, that is how I choose to lead today. So,
Yeah, presence is certainly powerful, and
yeah.
it's a lesson and something you have to practice sometimes along the way in leadership and make sure your team feels supported. So it definitely sounds like you've got that down.
Yeah.
But stepping into the GM role is certainly a really big milestone. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
What excites you most about leading Marble Falls at this time?
Right now, it's the opportunity to shape both the property and the team.
Hmm.
Marble Falls is a special little place. It has that close knit, welcoming community. Yet it feels like it's growing and evolving. Being part of that growth, helping guide a team, and creating exceptional experiences for all the guests is incredibly energizing for me. It's a unique moment where I can find influence and culture and build leaders to make the property feel like a destination people want to return to. The combination of impact and growth is what makes this role so exciting for me.
Love that. Love that. And of course, right, the impact and the guest experiences are, what drives us as an organization. So when you think about it, like, what does an exceptional guest experience mean for you?
For me, an exceptional guest experience is being seen, valued, and genuinely cared for. Um, I come from a restaurant and salon background, and I learned early on that service isn't about completing a transaction, it's about creating a feeling. It's anticipating needs before something is even coming up, and they might not even know or take into consideration what's going on in the background, which is your team of housekeepers, maintenance, to keep this property beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, your background before the industry. That's always one of my favorite things as from a talent acquisition perspective is finding out what did people do before they found, our business and everything. And it's always something different, which is one thing I particularly love that people can come from a lot of different backgrounds and find success with travel and leisure and in our hospitality space that's, very experience driven. So a little tidbit that I'm appreciative that you shared.
Yeah, it's, I think I heard in another podcast they talked about, people either come here for their very first career or their 3rd or 4th career in. So this is my 3rd career in, and, you gotta start from the ground up somewhere,
Yeah.
and that's where I started at guest services, and it's been incredible. It's been an unbelievable experience.
Yeah. I love it. Very, very good. Well, awesome. Well, that's been really insightful. But since this is Work and Wander, let's talk travel. Can you tell us about a vacation that really stands out to you personally, Tatum?
Um, so I traveled a lot when I was little. I'm from Alaska. My dad was a pilot, so I got to
Oh,
see a whole bunch
Wow.
of different places and all over. But recently, I would say last year I went to Costa Rica, and it was like 25 of us, most of us cousins who haven't seen each other or spent that much time together, and we had so much fun. We explored, and then we would just be lazy, and it was good, and it reminds you the value of, a vacation and how it can bring you closer together.
25 is a lot, but 25 cousins definitely sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, we had a blast. Yeah.
that's awesome. I love that you all like are traveling together.
I know. It's hard enough to see all your family on the holidays, much less plan a
I
whole
know.
vacation
I
together.
kn-
So kudos
I
to you
It was the
know.
guys.
first
I know.
one, and I don't know if we'll do it again, but it was incredible because they brought their kids too, and we met up from all over, so
I
Awesome.
love that. I love that. Can you tell us about a destination that surprised you in the best way? And before I let you answer, I'll tell you mine
okay.
because it's Alaska.
Okay.
Aw.
I am not. I know, so I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm not like a scenery guy. Like, I mean, I can appreciate a good view,
Yeah.
but I was blown away by the breathtaking views every time you turned around in Alaska. So that's my surprise you in the best way. So hopefully you
Yeah.
have one as well.
Yeah. Well, because I was so fortunate, my dad, was one of those pilots that would, like, land on the water and stuff, so I saw parts of Alaska that were unbelievable. So nothing can compare to that scenery, like you said. But for me, recently, actually, it's a little town, Morrison, Colorado, or Golden, where the Red Rocks
All
is,
right.
and it was incredible. The venue alone is unbelievable. It was the natural beauty of the rock formation at that venue and then seeing the concert, but going out to the sport before was just like I walked in like a took my breath away.
Very cool. I
The
love concerts.
right, and
Mhm.
it's like right outside like it's out not
Yeah,
far from
45
Denver.
minutes, something like that from
Yeah.
Denver.
Well, we're gonna stick with Morrison, Colorado, because that's my maiden name, so I'm in for it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need to go to Morrison. Put it on the
Awesome.
list. It's on
I
Jessica's
know.
list now.
Concerts are like one of my absolute favorite things to travel for. Like I will go for a concert. You just let me know when and where. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So when you travel, are you more about relaxing and unplugging, or are you going out exploring and staying super active?
Oh, that's both. I mean, I love to explore. Don't really want to plan it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I want somebody else to plan it and I want to do it. But I am really go with the flow. I guess if I was to go somewhere where it's more warm and more beaches, I would want to, relax and do that. But relaxing could also be on a boat. But if I'm going somewhere where they have like museums, I definitely am there.
A healthy mix. I like it.
A good healthy mix is good. I feel like
Yeah,
too much of either way, then it's not
You're not getting the
it's
most out of it.
you're
Yeah.
either exhausting yourself because you're like adventure nonstop, which I know some people love. I am not one of those people. Or
Mm-mm.
you're like, well, now I've sat around for too much and not experienced wherever I'm experiencing it. So I like a balance. I like a balance.
yeah.
What's on your bucket list? Like, it sounds like you traveled a lot, but there's got to be something on the bucket list. One or two destinations.
Um, I would say Lake Como for sure. Italy. I
All
mean,
right.
it would just be beautiful to see. You look at pictures and it's like, is that a painting? Like, it's just incredible. I don't know about ever getting there, but yeah, that kind of seems like the best of both, where you could do sightseeing and relax too. So that was definitely one of them. The other one would probably be the Maldives.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh
who wouldn't love
yeah.
to go to a little tiny hut in the water and you know
Yes. Or
do something like
the
that?
such clear water when you see the pictures.
Yeah.
Right. That's for sure.
Yeah,
One of those
those would be the big things.
that I would love to experience one day.
That's a
It's hard.
place that I would go and like definitely relax. Like
Oh yeah.
you're just there, you're like immersing yourself right there and just resting and soaking all in the beauty.
And find those local little restaurants and stuff, like, that is my thing, to go find these local places where it's, like, great food and some cocktails and, like, you get the energy of the people that live there. That's what I like.
Mhm. I'm
Yes.
with you.
Yes. You're speaking my language. I love that. The Maldives though are hard. I mean, it's like 3 or 4 different flights to get there. Like it's
Is
not
it
like
Yeah.
really?
a
Oh, yeah.
yeah. At least I mean from America. I'm sure that if you were in Europe, maybe you could get right there. But yeah,
Sure.
it's not an easy get.
It's not a small
Um,
tap, and you'd hate to go for just a few days. You'd have to stay
yeah,
for a few weeks.
you have to like it's one of those. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to plan to go for a
Mhm.
healthy amount of time to make the travel worth it. So before we wrap up, we are going to do what we call the suitcase sprint. And I know that you listened to our fantastic podcast because you said it before we
Did.
started. So you are very aware of what we have in store for you. So Jessica is going to take it away when you are ready.
I am ready.
All right. All right. We'll start out with the very standard, very easy, but definitely a right or wrong answer. Window seat or aisle seat?
I'll see it all the way. All the way.
Yes, another aisle for me. I just booked a
I wanna be
flight
able
and
to get up and get out.
I just booked my next business trip, and I thought about you, Jess, when I picked my aisle seats.
That's so funny. This is one that Jay and I, well, a lot of them we found out we're on the opposite ends of the spectrum, but we're keeping tallies on this one for sure. I'm still in the lead though.
Yes, you are.
Just so you
There's
know.
no doubt about that.
I wonder if it has to do something with your type of personality or something, because I don't want to have to wait. I want to be able to get up and go when I want to go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I like to look out and enjoy the scenery. So we've talked about that kind of like scenic view sometimes, but awesome. All right, carry on only, or are you checking a bag?
So I would love to be a carry-on person, and that's what I strive to be. However,
Me too.
I overpack, and so that doesn't really happen very often. And when I overpack, I wind up coming home every time being like, I didn't even look at half that stuff. Like, I don't know why I even bought it. Like, going to Costa Rica, I literally could have bought a small bag, and I bought the huge suitcase, and I did not wear 80% of it. Just want to be
Yeah.
prepared. I'm one of those.
That's
Just-
what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
you don't know what the weather's gonna be. You don't. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but I just shove it all in there. It's fine.
So we're all on the same page there, I think. Perfect. All right. Do you unpack immediately when you arrive, or do you live out of your suitcase? Speaking of suitcases
I
that are filled
unpack.
with things.
I unpack for sure.
You
I want to
unpack.
make sure there's no wrinkles or try to get on somewhere. I unpack.
Yeah, we had this discussion last week at the business unit meeting too, because I was telling everybody our rooms were super nice and I took everything out. I hung everything up. Like I set my suitcase aside, and the other person I was with, I can't remember who it was. They were like, no, when I go to the hotel, things are everywhere. Like it's not organized. And I'm like, I like to kind of feel like I'm tidy while I'm traveling, I guess. But to
I
each
have
their
a
own.
friend who he unpacks, and when he unpacks right when he gets there, and when he is done with that outfit of the day, he repacks it, and that's how he goes in and out. And I'm like, well, that's so organized. Like I didn't even think about
Oh no!
Next
It goes
level.
into the
He
little
repacks. Does
bag
he
on the floor.
Yes, the dirty clothes bag.
it's like rolled up and everything.
Oh,
No,
wow.
Oh God!
That's
I
impressive.
wish I could live that way. There's no way.
I know.
Goals,
Mhm.
Jay. All right, early morning flight or late departure?
Early morning flight.
That's a solid win
Yeah,
across the board
almost
most
always.
of the time. All right, plan months ahead or do you book last minute?
I can do both. Like
Yeah.
literally, I will do both. Like if something comes up and I get invited, and if I can make it work, I'll go. Like I just want to be there. It's like I have the FOMO.
Mhm.
So yeah, either way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
FOMO is real. All right, if you had to pick one, beach, city, or mountains?
I don't know. I'd hope to be a beach person, I guess. I like that. I could go for mountains too, but yeah, a beach is always nice.
All right. Favorite local dish that you've tried while traveling?
Oh, Hmm.
And we found out that she goes to, like, that's her goal is to find the local restaurant. So there's
Mhm.
probably so
Um,
many.
so I would say a good piece of fish, like a red snapper, like that's probably one of my
Like a
favorites.
fresh,
Yes, like a fresh.
just caught 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
There
Some
you go.
kind
I
of, yeah.
like that.
Or a good, now if it has to be dessert, it would have to be a really good creme brulee, like
Uh,
top tier.
I'm a
All right.
dessert foodie for sure too. I don't hardly eat dessert at home, but when I'm traveling or out to a nice restaurant, you have to try the dessert because you know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I like it.
all right, if you have to pick one, resort relax day or out exploring.
Pick one.
Yeah, you got to pick
Well, I
one.
guess
That's the way this works.
out exploring.
All right, out exploring. This one is ironic because Jessica and I literally just had this conversation. Rental car or ride share?
Ride share.
Yeah, me too. I'm going somewhere. I don't want to rent a car, and Jessica won't pick me up at the airport. I don't understand.
Unfair. You're leaving out the details of time.
I don't like
I am.
driving other cars. I don't know. I feel weird about it. So, and I like to be the passenger if I can. So, that's
I
definitely
do
me.
too. I like to drive my own car. Like
Mhm.
if I'm traveling somewhere and it's my own car, I want to be the driver. But if I don't have my car, I'd rather be in a rideshare.
Yeah. Me too.
Yep, just drop me off. All right,
Uh,
last one. One word that describes your ideal getaway.
Want to say experience, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Experience. Grow.
I just
live.
want to
I love it.
create a lasting experience and memories. So yeah, that would definitely be it.
There you go.
Perfect. Well, there you go. You survived the suitcase sprint, even though we forced you to make some decisions that maybe you didn't want to.
No, always like my options.
All right, good. All right, Tatum. So, as you are very well aware, the mission of Travel and Leisure is to put the world on vacation. As general manager at Marble Falls, how do you and your team bring this mission to life for our owners and guests every day?
Like I've said before, it's about creating the experience for both the owners and the guest, and feeling like they're stepping into a getaway the moment they arrive, which is, anticipating the needs, personalizing the stays, and delivering constant and thoughtful services. Uh, it's also about maintaining the property, supporting them with communication and insight, and ensuring the investment is cared for just as much as our guests are. It all comes down to the teamwork for us. I focus on building a culture where every team member understands the impact they have on someone's vacation experiences and feels empowered to deliver it. When the team is aligned, engaged, and inspired, we're just not about running a property. We're creating a movement that truly makes it feel like we're on vacation.
I love that. I like
know.
that. We should use that as a tag.
I
Create a moment like you feel like you're on vacation. Yeah, that's maybe going to be the title of the episode. I've already decided.
There you go. Wise words. I love it. Well, wonderful. Tatum, this has been such a great conversation. Congratulations again on stepping into the GM role at Marble Falls. We're really excited to see everything that you and your team are continuing to build there. And thank you for joining us on Work and Wander today. And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep wandering.
Thank you.